Welcome to the fourth episode of the Smikle Boys Podcast. We are your hosts.
Woo!
Welcome back.
I'm Max.
I am Marlon, or otherwise known as Mello, otherwise known as Mel. What's good?
It is your boy Christian Elijah Smikle. Chris on the mic.
Let's get right into it. We have a couple topics on the board today. We're going to be talking politics, we're going to be talking economy, we're going to be talking personal beliefs, and going to be talking unemployed. So let's get right into it with no, the second most pressing issue right now, the war in Iran. So cook it off, boys.
All right,
Let's
so
be honest, we're kind of fried. I'm not gonna lie. We're
like the
kind of
Marine
fried.
veteran said, we do not want to die for Israel.
Talk to him.
I like this. We knew where we were headed last podcast episode where Supreme Leader of Iran was rumored to have been assassinated, but
That shit blown smooth off type shit.
we're getting to a point where it's inflating past just being a distraction from the Epstein files, and now it's just they don't care and they know
Speaking
they
of
can get
that,
away with it.
do you guys honestly think this can be considered a distraction? Because I feel like this is just
No,
something they wanted to do. They just
no, no,
wanted
no.
to
I
do
feel
this
like
shit.
this is just they're just going all out at
Twofold.
this point. It
Yeah,
could be
right.
both. It could be both. Technically, it is distracting from the
Because you
Epstein
got to
files,
think,
but
remember all of no, second podcast episode, what was everything we were talking about? Like in terms of our actual material things. We were talking about actual consequences or actual arrests being
yes.
made for Epstein files, people apologizing. What is next week's podcast, or now is that was last week? We are only talking about as a main thing the war in Iran.
We're starting it
Fair,
off with this one too.
good point. Good point. But I also feel like at least to me, it's probably that probably wasn't like the main objective. I think that was probably just something that, maybe it was like, hey, this will help out with this.
No,
That
not
is
That
true.
really, but
I mean, the main, like, I think it's like a beneficial, main
right.
objective is Netanyahu and his need to control the Middle East and exterminate the people there.
Yep.
It's also women for America. They pretty much want to just deal with all the oil bullshit right away. Considering that Venezuela has a massive oil rig, and Iran was the place with the world's greatest export in oil was Iran, and the second best was Venezuela. Basically, now they got Venezuela.
No, as in, no, 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 no.
It wasn't.
Correction. You may be talking about reserves. I
Yeah.
believe we are the greatest. So Venezuela has the most oil reserves.
Mhm.
Um, they have no oil production because it's a socialist dictatorship. So they expelled all the international companies that actually had the expertise, and so they weren't able to produce any of the oil, which is a difficult oil to, I think it's called sweet oil. It's a difficult oil to refine.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'll put a fact check up here what type of oil it is, but I know it is difficult to refine. They have the biggest reserves. We have tons of reserves and are one of the biggest exporters in the world. So is Iran. What the problem is necessarily not necessarily Iran being the biggest exporter, but the Gulf of Hormuz, or no, sorry, the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran controls, is where 20% of oil and gas exports leave.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the details. I appreciate that. But yeah,
Sure.
no, it's definitely as per usual oil. As per usual
This
oil,
oil and power,
oil and
seeing what they
power.
can get away with.
For big man Netanyahu. Ugh.
While we're
I'm,
still just on that topic,
I'm tired,
Marine
boss.
veteran got his arm broken in that fucking war by a
Shattered it
senator.
like in half.
You
This
saw that, right?
half.
Yeah,
I'll put the clip up
it was
somewhere.
fucking terrifying. Most people watching this have probably already seen the clip, but he'll put it up.
Yeah.
What were your reactions when you first saw that?
That was like, what the frick? That it was crazy, bro. Like
Just
surprising, like crazy, yeah.
Just Blues, got his arm snapped in half. Like a Marine officer in
Mm-hmm.
Just Blues, like badges and all. Someone that should be, at least in this country's eyes, the way they talk about veterans, revered, so easily discarded and literally broken. It's just like, okay, cool, cool. This is how we're going. This is how we're doing things these days. All right, best us.
And did you guys see the full video? Not sure which POV it was, but someone was recording and they turned the camera around to the people in
Yeah,
front and they were
that's
just, no one was reacting. Everyone
mm,
was turned away.
no one was good. No one cared.
Actual
Yep,
fucking robots in
Not to
office.
not to go back, just to go back to our previous
No, they're good.
point.
You're good.
Uh, top three reserves are Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, and Iran. But out of those three, Saudi Arabia is the only one that can actually produce, that can and does produce. Iran can't, not be necessarily because of the actual infrastructure, but because of sanctions.
okay,
And Venezuela because of infrastructure, non-existent. So yeah. Just a
okay,
little fact. But
understandable.
yeah, Marine got his arm split in half
Snapped in half.
for saying, for speaking for the rest 350 million of us that don't want to go for
Mm-hmm.
war to Israel.
Yep,
Especially because even the people on like the rightest of right wings, they don't want to go. They don't want, because everyone, no matter what the reason for that is, or if they truly are, knows that we don't want foreign wars. That's it.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Unless someone comes and throws like a plane or something like into a building or something, you know, or whatever country that
Twice or
was.
something.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
those
It's,
those
it's
those countries should actually get the consequences. But not countries minding their business, no matter how evil the regime is. Because if
pretty
that was the
much.
case,
Yep.
we would be going into like North Korea.
But we're
Oh yeah,
not.
but
We're
yeah,
going for
nah,
the
but
oil. We're not
pretty
heroes.
much. Nah, but it's interesting though how all this is happening because just just like a couple decades ago, it's about 2001, all right? You're basically going into foreign wars just because even though a lot of bullshit happened that put us there, including the fact that Osama bin Laden was pretty much hired by us, right? So with that in mind, all this to say, a lot more people are informed now. A lot more people are informed about what's actually happening, right? And so I think that's why they're going so hard on the Department of Education because we didn't put this up in the board, but I just let us remember this. You guys
Mm-hmm.
know that they're actually shipping over the Department of Education to the Department of Labor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that I learned about that earlier this week. Honestly, like genuinely blew my mind. It actually freaked me out. You ever
I
have those
mean,
moments where it's just like, oh shit, we're screwed.
they've been doing this for, even though they didn't call it Department of Labor, I mean, they had us in rows, sitting down quiet for hours, take orders, use bathroom breaks when they're allowed to. They've been trying to get us to be in the workforce for long ass time. But I understand what you mean. It being actually out
I
in the
mean,
open, I guess.
I mean, sure, but at the very least, there was still like even if there was a priority to get people ready for a workforce, there was at least a priority. There was at least like an attempt at proper education. You know?
I mean, to be
No,
fair, but
they
that
don't.
the not even on the like conspiracy TikTok edit, like objectively the point of school, as it was built, is to create new workers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why John D. Rockefeller had a big part in funding it and whatnot, to have a nation full of employees.
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like well, still, they're currently trying to lower labor laws,
Mm-hmm.
lower the age for labor.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna say something, right? This might be
Go
like
ahead.
yeah, what's up?
controversial. I agree with that, or not necessarily. I'm not gonna say I broad agree with that. It's very annoying when you have the capability, um, and just the want to get a job when you're younger.
Yes.
Obviously, I completely understand for labor laws because fucking in the 1900s they fucked it up because they want to like indenture servitude kids. But when you're trying to get a job to make money for yourself and you can't because of how strict they are, um, is annoying. Yeah, that's all I have to say,
I
really.
see- I definitely understand where you're coming from, and I was in your position like not too long ago when I was 14, 15, 16. It was genuinely a pain to
I remember that
get a
shit.
job, especially even with SYEP. I got lucky, right? But like
Uh,
but we do have to remember that this was like paved in blood. Like this, they like
Word.
there's it is the way it is because the laws are so strict because children's blood, sweat, and tears were spilled, and it was and indentured servitude was essentially the norm. And so with that in mind, with them trying to do this, it isn't. It's not for the benefit of children. It's for the benefit of them. It's always going to be for the benefit of them.
Word.
No, I definitely, what's it called? I sympathize with you because, like Marlon said, trying to get a job in high school, actual torture, actual
I think
torture. And then
there
even
can
try to
definitely
sign up for
be.
internships and go ahead.
No, no, you go. You were speaking.
I was just gonna say you try to sign up for internships and the school's like, oh, help you do with this, help you with that. Then working papers twice, 14 and 16. Kind of sucks. But
Um,
again, the vice versa was, yeah, we have this 10-year-old, he's an indentured servant, and he has to pay off
uh,
his debt.
Like,
your arm is falling off the bone. That's tough. Get back to work.
That's tough. Get
That's
back to work.
I think there can definitely be a way to
It
where
can.
if you
It
have
definitely
kids
can.
in privileged
Second.
positions like me, where they can work if they want to, just because they want to get their bag up, then
Right?
they should have the opportunity to, and at the same time stop predatory companies from going after kids and whatnot by having uh strict like oversight and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, but with that in mind, you do have to remember that even giving them the opportunity to do so, even with that oversight, that oversight slips even a moment, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, but
That's
but the thing is, like, you already can get a job at 14, like New Jersey, New York, for example.
yeah.
But it's just that no one will hire you because, like, they have such like strict limits. I don't know. I think there can be. I don't think it necessarily has to change, but I just think
Uh,
that if you're going to, that there can make some changes to make it
I mean,
better for everything.
honestly, the solution to that would probably be simple. That's something we need more things like SYEP, summer youth employment program.
Definitely.
Just a little bit more things that are actually willing to and are specifically made to hire the youth and give them an employment opportunities. Because
I,
that
I I also think that you could have that stuff like that, but also the real problem, back then, was that you could pay a kid half of what you would pay an adult. But if you just have minimum wage and have everyone like have them paid no matter the same, no matter what the age, which is how it is,
Right.
then like it's less beneficial for a company to try to hire younger people because they're still going to have to pay them the same amount as an adult. So there's not like extra stuff they're going to be able to squeeze out of you.
sure,
No, the I guess best course of action would just be like Marlon said, SYEP like programs, internships right out of school that are connected to the school, and the school actually helps you sign up and go forward with those companies. So once you graduate high school, you already have your foot in the door, basically.
that's pretty much exactly it. Yeah, we just need more. We just need more programs and more opportunities for youth like you to be able to actually do things. You know,
Right.
it's tough. It's tough that you have to wait till 18 to actually get your foot in the door, even though you already have an idea of what you're trying to do.
Right.
And I also think what they could do in terms of making people's employment opportunities and business opportunities better after they graduate high school is in the same way they do it for college, more internships and like job fairs and internship fairs at the school and stuff. And
That's
you
what I'm
could
saying.
have
Yeah, definitely.
people like without having to find specific ones by themselves. Obviously, those will still exist, but you could have different internships and whatnot, paid and unpaid. And yeah,
Just getting them experience in the workforce. I think that's very important.
especially the experience part. But talking about the workforce,
Mm.
almost 100,000, 92,000 jobs lost that last month. Um, and December's data was revised from 48,000 jobs gained to 17,000 jobs lost. So yeah, let's talk
Welcome,
about it.
welcome to
And
the recession, boys. Welcome.
I feel
Welcome to
like
the
we're always in
recession.
a recession, bro.
Sure. Yeah, no, not even
It
sure. Like
genuinely
you're
feels
you're
that way.
absolutely right. We have been in a recession for a long time, but with
No, this
numbers
is
like
a
these, it's undeniable.
big ass dip.
Oh, numbers like these, is undeniable. There's no one
I
that
don't
can
think, but I don't really think we're.
lie out their
I mean,
asses, son. You know what I mean?
I don't know for we're not really like in a full recession. I'm well, no. We're in the preemptive stages of a recession. Um, but like,
Oh, let me look something up real fast. You keep talking though. You
No,
keep talking.
you go say.
but
God.
the job numbers are definitely getting worse. What's more important isn't not necessarily the jobs numbers, but the reliability of the data because during like December, November period, Trump firing the leader or whoever the boss is at the BLS
Yeah.
because he didn't like the jobs numbers, which makes it American government data less reliable, even though it should be the most reliable in the world about anything. So, and uh,
No, it's just actually
Okay.
a fucking clown. I'm sorry to cut you off. Just actually a fucking
no,
clown
no,
show.
no, no, you didn't cut me off.
Okay. So just to be sure, you said it was about 93,000 jobs lost.
92, yeah.
92,000. Yeah.
92,000 jobs lost this month alone, or last month alone.
Last month.
Okay, I'm just looking through the 2008 right now. It says
Okay.
in 2008, like nearly 2.6 million jobs lost in 2008 alone.
But that was
So,
for different reasons, though. It's not necessarily apples to oranges. I mean, apples to apples. It's apples to oranges. Because that's because of a banking failure. But
oh,
now
absolutely.
it's because of just ri rising costs and um I mean specifically especially because of the tariffs, even though they're
Definitely.
strict unconstitutional, and then also because of AI, but not necessarily because it's actually taking jobs and replacing them, but they think they can replace them with people with AI in certain positions, and they can't. And now, and then that costs them more in the long run than just keeping them on.
Oh yeah. No, that wasn't. I was just making that comparison not to say it's the exact same because it's very clearly not. Very clearly not. But it is just to say that we are definitely in a similar position. Different reasons are different though. You're absolutely right about that. Right, we are in a different position. We are in a similar
We're not in a
position.
positive position.
No.
No,
I'll say that.
nah, we're in a similar position. We just don't got any good music with it. At least back then we got recession pop.
What you talking
Lady
about, like the
Gaga.
fall off interest drop, Unc?
Sure, but bro,
All right, calm down.
I need my
Watch you got it.
recession
We
pop,
are
bro.
Don't get me
I
we are
need
started.
my
19
Lady
minutes into the
Gagas.
pod and there's already some J. Cole glaze. Let's calm down.
Not even Glaze.
Nah, man. Nah, man, because you wasn't around back then. Literally. You literally was not around back then, my
You were
boy.
a calm seven up. You were a calm 7 years old. Take a chill
Absolutely,
pill.
absolutely. Calm 7 years old.
Actually, what are
That's
you talking about? Yeah, what?
yes. Calm 7 years
You were
old.
a calm
Best music.
four, so you
Best
can
music.
definitely stop talking.
Nigga,
Best
I was
music
agreeing with
dropping
you,
at that
dickhead.
time.
Yeah.
It's
Yo,
not my fault. Oh.
All I'm saying is right. All I'm saying is you youngins don't know. Just Dance was just dropped. Not the game. The song. Oh man, it was a good time. It was a good time, bro.
some things cause he was fucking conscious. Lady Gaga dropped Just Dance.
His
He knows
first
about the
He's
month
the
recession.
conscious, and he trying to talk to us about it, bro.
Like,
But it was
what
a
what
good.
are
It
we
was a
talking
good.
about,
It was a
gang?
good. It was a good time,
Yo,
man. It was a
pack
good
him up,
time.
bro.
It
It
Speaking
was
was
of
a
a
good
the
time for
economy,
us. We didn't
though,
have jobs, nigga.
Yeah, it was a fantastic time for me.
Go ahead. What was the next thing you're gonna say?
parents genuinely in the trash can talking about it's a great time for me.
You like, come on, bro. You cannot be for
bro,
real.
bro, that shit, man.
People out here on the streets at like food Banks,
I
like the
Well,
I know
Great
you're
listen,
hungry,
Depression.
dude. I know you're
Good
hungry,
job.
but Lady
My
Gaga
mouth
just
was
dropped.
fed.
shit,
Lady
man.
Gaga just
Listen,
dropped though.
listen. Because the clubbing scene was popping, even though I wasn't around, unfortunately, even though I wasn't around for the clubbing scene, the mute, the music that was dropping during the recession was lit as fuck. That's all I'm saying.
So 7 years later.
That's all I'm
The
saying,
way
dog. The
the
music
way you
was
be
dropping.
speaking about the early 2000s,
I'm
it's
saying
like
you
it
would think
sounds
The
like
he
music
was
was
it sounds like you're
awake
dropping.
time
back
traveling,
then.
bro. Sounds like you went back there and relived it yourself, gang.
Shit, I might. I might just
Like
do
like
that.
like
I might just do that,
ultimate
bro.
LARPer. Holy shit, bro.
I
That
might
is
just do that, bro.
definitional LARP.
Oh my
I
gosh.
am that Lord, man. I'm not gonna lie. But
So, yeah,
but, but like
Let's get back to the topic at hand. Yo, Big Bro trying to reminisce about times he ain't live.
so yeah,
the
fuck.
music was good. That's all, bro.
It
Economics,
was.
the economy. We're gonna have a little, I would say, debate discussion section right now
Okay. Okay.
about economic systems and political views that go with that. So let's start from bottom up. Kirsten, let us give the viewers your political identity, whatever definition that is, current party, not, whatever it may be, and
Hmm.
then give your economic views, and then same Marlon and then me.
All right. So, firstly, on my screen, Marlon's at the bottom, so I was confused at first.
Oh, my fault.
But
That's why.
no, you chilling, you
I
chilling,
thought
you
they were
chilling.
all the same.
Nah, you good. Um, so I registered vote Democrat. Um, all right, thank you. And economic views, definitely not a fan. Capitalism. I'm like just outright. I'm not a fan of capitalism. But please, I saw you mouthing something just now.
No,
Okay,
no, continue, bro.
okay. I'm not a fan of capitalism, but I'm not sure there's actually a good substitute for what we have going on right now. You're making that face, Marlon.
No,
I
no,
don't.
no. Just my bad, my bad.
Nah, that's cool. Go ahead.
All right, Marlon. Political ideology, viewpoint, and
I don't know.
economic as well.
While I'm in the polls, I voted Democrat because kind of had to at that point. But I'm realistically, I'm more like I would say I'm closer to like a democratic socialist on that type of view. And when it comes to economic viewpoint, I would say it's pretty much the same. Leading more on the side of socialism, not it's not totally
Why are you
socialist,
trying not to laugh?
not totally socialist or anything. Not totally socialist or anything because I do have a bit of I have my own opinions on that as a whole, just 100% socialism. But I would say I'm more leaning towards that specifically in terms of economic and political policy.
But
Maxwell
before I
Silence. It is your turn.
give mine a little intermission real quick. Sorry, had to switch my camera real quick, guys. Anyway,
You're chilling. We forgive you.
despite the fact that I have two communist brothers, um,
Okay. All right.
unfortunately as that is, I'm a more, you know, uh, reasonable young man. I politically, oh yeah, politically, as I said last podcast, constitutionalist in terms of my beliefs. Um, not 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 conservative. I think that's stupid but I wouldn't say I'm progressive or liberal only because of certain Democratic Party views. Uh, but obviously progressive in terms of, because if you're not progressive, you're not really American because you don't believe people should have the freedoms to do what they want. And being conservative is just the antithesis of being American. Like, in order for people to have their freedoms that the Constitution gave them, you have to be progressive just by default. Like, yeah, anyway, but that's that. And then economically, classical liberal. So true capitalism, as I said last time, free market capitalism, which involves regulation only in the sense that you stop monopolies to keep the competitive aspect of capitalism alive. And I learned a lot, surprisingly, from school this time because my macroeconomics class, we were talking about different economic systems. So yeah, I have a lot more to talk about this time. So yeah.
Good shit.
All right, fair enough.
So I guess the first point to start with would be our current economic system and your preferred economic system. So y'all two are socialists.
I said, listen, look, all right.
I'll take that badge, yo.
No, we know you will take socialism, Marlon. Um, fucking
Commie bastard.
Fucking, fucking blue
Commie
bitch,
bastard.
blue bitch.
communism fucking worked. I would say that, but no. Um, our fucking so the question is like basically the system currently and preferred, right?
Yeah, so yeah, we live in a
Yeah, so the system
capitalistic
currently is dog shit.
reasons.
Um,
Proof.
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 So there's the fact that lots and lots of people are without jobs right now, just recently, and a lot of people can't afford groceries. They're how are you rolling your eyes at
Let me
that?
ask you,
This
I'm just trolling, but continue
no, no,
for
I know, I know, I know. Me and Ron were actually discussing yesterday because he brought up a rumor that what ICE agents are being drafted
No, 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 no. Well, yeah, no, I think that
or
was.
get draft letters,
I think Ma. Well, I don't remember. Yeah.
but it just bounced back to me the idea of original reason some people are just fucking assholes. Some people became ICE agents was for the money, for those sign-on bonuses because they'll do anything they need to get their families fed.
wouldn't be solved by socialism, by the way. But okay.
No, 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 no. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Disagree.
But I feel like there needs to be intervention in place
Mhm.
for people in these lower income, I guess, situations. There needs to be interventions. There needs to be obviously can help people who don't want to be helped, but maybe there's job markets that guarantee you
Ooh,
a standard job with a standard pay, guaranteed after you graduate high school. If you even if you don't fucking graduate high school, fuck that. If you just reach a certain age, you're like, okay, well, here's some housing, here's enough money for food, and here's some work until you can actually take care of yourself. But instead, we have this current infrastructure where we literally have anti-homeless benches because homelessness is a problem, but we are not trying to actually solve it. We're just kind of trying to push them away constantly. And I know, well, actually, I don't even know how it is for you over there, Max, but you come to the city, you see it every day.
All right. I have my rebuttals.
Go ahead.
I mean, you
But
can
I'm
go
gonna let
ahead.
Mario cook.
I
Okay.
mean,
All right. Yeah, yeah.
all right. So, all right. So, repeat the question one more time. Make sure I'm not tripping.
Um,
Why are you a socialist?
yeah.
What are you gay?
Thoughts on our current system, that being capitalism, with a political with a government that has welfare.
Yeah.
And so thoughts on that and preferred system. And then
Okay.
now Christian's thoughts.
Okay. Okay. So, my thoughts on the current system is that despite many attempts, and many pleas from our forefathers to make sure that unchecked capitalism was like put down and kept away. We are currently in a position that simply did not work. Yeah, simply did not work, and we are in a position where we have more monopolies than ever. Unfortunately, we are in a position where most people either do not have a job, or if they do have a job, it's still not enough to keep them alive, keep them just alive to begin with. We are in a position where where the country that we're living in is pretty much just siphoning off our resources and just kind of ripping away everything. And in it just for the sake of constant growth of market and specific companies, set monopolies, you know. So my opinion is essentially that like you said, uh a proper free market with safeguards would probably be for the best. But at the same time, we need a lot more socialist reforms to make sure that that the people just as a whole are actually well taken care of. Because in my opinion, realistically, we just deserve better. We just deserve a lot better than what we currently have. There's despite 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 all the programs that we do have, it's not enough to keep people up. And the programs that were helping are currently being eradicated as we speak. So that's kind of my opinion on it. I think that we just need a little bit more socialist reforms, a little bit more just to keep people afloat. Like a good idea the Christian had was essentially just keep people afloat for a little bit until they're able to get themselves on their own 2 feet. I'm not exactly sure how that would look in particular, specifically with the housing, but I do know for a fact that we do have the land. We probably can make the infrastructure for it to happen. So I'm sure that it's possible. That's my thought process on that at least.
I agree. Good answer, nephew.
Nephew.
Then
You off now?
he basically just owns you now.
Okay.
I would not take that as a man, but
Okay.
you know, you children can do what you want. Um, okay. So I was typing away that whole time, right?
Hmm.
All right, let's start with Christian's thoughts. First
Go
of
ahead.
all, your main conclusion at the end was help for people at okay, well, your main thought, correct me if I'm wrong, as I talk for both of you, but your main thought was that uh capitalism does not support people and that we should support people with jobs and housing in your example straight after high school.
Straight after high school, but that was I just certain age, I guess, would be even more.
Okay, my
Yeah.
rebuttals. So
Go
first of
ahead.
all, now we're in a real debate stage. First of all, that's involves communism in terms of giving free to give people jobs, government controlled that's not actual government employees like a national park or
Hmm.
the UPS or USPS. Yeah. Anyway, to give them that, you are creating jobs based on what the government believes that society needs, which is communism, because that entails the government deciding what is needed and who gets what. So if I graduate high school and now the government says there needs more stonemasons, you're going to be a stonemason and and you get to live here. The problem with that is one, the government's deciding what you do. Now, going to speak for you, but I'm assuming you would entail that it would involve like it's just options, not forcing you have to do this.
Right.
But nevertheless, it is still the government deciding what society needs rather than society deciding that based on what people want to buy and consume.
Okay. I'll give you
Um,
that.
but before you rebuttal that, let me get to Marlon's
Okay.
points.
Okay. Now go ahead.
Uh, with the fact that there is so I'll start with what I agreed with that it one job now is hard to support people and just basic affordability crisis. That would be solved with affordable housing, not necessarily Kirsten's proposal. And affordable housing is still at private companies making things. Now, to your part about, yeah, I was just yapping. I didn't even write what you said. Anyway,
It's okay.
but I'll get to the end point that you said. That you said that we deserve more. Not only do I disagree, no, I'm not gonna say I disagree. That's wrong because no person, citizen of this country deserves anything besides their unalienable rights that that they can do as their own person, but they don't deserve, in my opinion, anything tangible. You don't deserve something simply for existing. Um
Mm.
and all systems should be made to where you can give value that gets you money, that gets you that allows you to do what you want to do. Now, a lot of the things that you said can be solved with welfare that isn't necessarily socialism. And to get into what socialism really is, that it's theft of successful people. No, I'm not gonna say that. No, because that's saying like a class war, but it involves forced redistribution from the government to make sure that everyone is sur surmounted for and helped by the government to be housed and be fed and be clothed, all of that. Now, we can't just talk in this theoretical, oh, I hope I would be. We have to talk about what would actually need to happen. Let's say we turned America into a socialist society, an actual socialist society, how it's written up. That would involve one, socialism believes that there can't be a private owner class in the way we have it now, which would mean that all public companies, and by public I mean like stock market, not public owned by the government, all shares that people own in those companies would be stolen and would be controlled by the government. Also, any private shares, private companies, all of that would be stolen and used for the government. Now, I'm not saying that socialism is necessarily communism because it's not. I am saying that I see why it doesn't why my computer wasn't charging. Um to get back to the point. Socialism, there is a huge difference between socialism and communism, of course. Com Communism being that there, in a true communist society that works successfully, there would actually be no money or anything. Everyone would just get what they need and do what they're told to do and get what they want. But it still has a big problem that communism has, and that being that there's no, as I said, there's no owner class, and it's mostly controlled by the workers if there is going to be private corporations. The problem is, sure, if you went and conquered Alaska and started your own country, you could do whatever you want, and you might be able to start it up successfully to where nothing is stolen from there, right? But we live in America where everyone's entitled to their private property. And while socialism believes in personal property, such as your house or your car or your jewelry, it does not believe in owners owning a Uber, for example, and profiting off it despite the fact they're not the drivers. Now, obviously, since mad people are socialists, a lot of people agree with that. I personally disagree with that for many reasons, which I can get into. But that's just me explaining what like explaining socialism from my perspective and why it's unnecessary because welfare doesn't involve, well, obviously it's redistribution, I guess, because richer people pay a disproportionate amount of taxes relative to the percentage of the population, they pay more. So that is redistribution, but it's still different from how obviously socialism is, which is why a lot of people have a problem with it. So my point is against Marlon to get back to my final point that welfare and government programs can solve a lot of this without having a socialist government. Not that you were saying that per se, but or not that you believe that per se, but that's what you were saying.
Okay,
Oh, how's
okay,
chatting?
okay. So, okay. So let's just go through your points real quick. Um, uh, I think we're just gonna have to fundamentally disagree on the point that people aren't owed things like a home or like a roof over their head or and what's call it a job or no job what's call it just work
Food.
food, maybe not work but at least a roof and food, right? I think we can agree that I well maybe not, but that's I think that's something that we as a society that is very much filled with resource should be able to provide to the people. I honestly do believe that.
The
Now,
way I see it, go ahead.
now when it comes to your other point of a free of private of a private class and having private shares of companies and having actual ownership over your stuff, I actually do agree that that is necessary. I actually wrote down a quote that I heard recently that I think sums up my ideology pretty well. Socialism without capitalism becomes communism, and as we've heard, as we both, I think we can all agree, communism. I personally don't think it can work. Not with the government run by people. It's just not something that can be like philosophically. It sounds great, but I don't think it's something that can be entrusted to a government, as we've seen plenty of times before. Now, and the quote continues: capitalism without socialism becomes fascism. And as we are currently seeing, as we are currently seeing, unchecked capitalism as or what's becoming capitalism is slowly but surely
Slowly shift
becoming
into
something
fascism.
shifting into something more reminiscent reminiscent of a fascist regime. I truly think that something more in a middle ground where socialist reforms, like I said, would be very helpful. We don't again maybe we can talk more about the income, right? But at the very least, everyone deserves a home and food to eat. So a warm home, food to eat, not running water, all that jazz.
But
I think
why?
that simple because we're alive, dude. Like
You're
no,
not
no,
born, but you are not
I was
naturally born with a roof over your head or food to eat.
sure, but we have the resources to give it, so why not give it?
I was just gonna break it down into this. I feel like, you know, if prisoners were put into a cell and let just left to starve to death, and let's say the for some fucking reason the cell has no roof, so rain comes in, fucking gets their corpse all muddy, then you can make that argument. But the fact that we feed our prisoners, the fact we house our prisoners, there's some type of humanitarian, I guess, idea behind that, even though we're punishing
That's
incarcerated
because you're
individuals.
forcing them to be there, though.
But that's what I'm
No
saying.
one's forced to be here.
Sure.
Um,
Well, hold on.
that's that. Nah, wait, what?
Hold
Hold
on.
on. So no one's forced to be here, but there are people who literally don't have the don't can't afford to leave.
Like if you were born into very low income housing and your entire family has worked, but they can't get out that rut for whatever reason. And now,
Not for whatever reason. Not for whatever reason. There are plenty of places that are just straight up that are pretty much just deserts for both employment for employment, for information, hell for
But that's
I just
protests.
said
my
for whatever
but that's
reason
my
was
argument.
vague.
It's is that we should focus on not solving, improving the the opportunity for all. And the only thing that's actually necessary for that, the internet has complete democratization of all information ever. AI just made that 10 times better. All information is democratized. That meaning that I can know just as much as you can know, and just as much as some rich kid down the street can know, and just as much as some homeless guy with internet can know. So, that being said, if you focus on if everyone can go to school and is perfectly funded, and the school is perfectly funded and can learn anything that they want to learn, excuse me,
Take your time.
then outcomes actually become uh equalized based off a person's own actual it actually makes America more true meritocracy.
Okay, I see. Okay, I see your point. With a true meritocracy, everyone has an opportunity to build themselves up. But I feel like we're kind of agreeing on on similar points here because if everyone's given the same opportunities, then they'll be able to do better, right? I think that I think that then we can both agree that if no one has to worry about a roof over their head and food to eat, then everyone has the ability to raise
Better
themselves up
themselves.
as they see fit.
Okay,
If
I'm not trying to interrupt you, but since you convinced me about something, so I want to talk, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I will agree. I don't think I still don't think it's a right as it's in terms of like in the same way like freedom of speech is a right, but I think that because here's my thought, right? We're all born, well, okay, not all. Uh, Almost all of us are born with the ability to speak, right? And thus shouldn't be limited by the government. And we're able to own stuff and thus shouldn't be limited by the government to an extent. But even though housing that isn't the case with housing, you don't are born with the innate ability with it or the right to have it. But I think it's reasonable for the government to support it. But at the same time, I don't think that you shouldn't have to quote unquote worry about housing. I'm not saying like you should have to worry, but it shouldn't just be like there's no consequences to your actions and the government you're just gonna get bailed out by everyone else if you no matter how much you fuck up. If you fuck up, not, now I'm not saying that's like normal people who can't afford stuff and can't like or a kid born in a bad situation. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like it's not just simple as everyone in this country just gets a house, no, regardless of anything else.
Firstly, let's pause real fast. Let's pause real fast. I don't think everyone should get like a straight up house.
No,
Like
I'm saying
Free
houses
housing, I
as
mean.
home.
No, he just means home.
no, I'm just arguing semantics now. No, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
Okay.
okay. So consequences of actions. So my question is, right? If someone fucks up financially, why should they if we have the resources to make sure that they aren't like if they that they aren't like straight up destitute in the cold, can freeze and die in the winter, where we have the ability to keep them warm. Why should we keep that from them when instead, right? Because I think that the consequences thing is an interesting point. Let's just say in this hypothetical society, you start off with housing, right? Some form of housing. Okay, whether it be a studio apartment, or something like that, whatever. You start with some sort of housing, and you can and you with a proper marketplace to actually build yourself up, build a proper economic system, build yourself up, can then go up to greater heights. Well, who's to say that you wouldn't just be brought back if you fuck? Let's just say you fuck up. You can still sign up for instead housing, so you're not worried about literally freezing to death. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I think that's what I.
Because because if you have if this country gives you the opportunity to accomplish anything that your heart desires, then you it shouldn't now support you. Like if you have if you have the ability to make not mistakes, so correct
Yes.
choices, then
Yeah.
Okay.
you have to be able to have the ability to make mistakes and face consequences from them. Not like someone like hitting you with a stick, but like your life going to shit.
I want to clarify one thing because I have to disagree with you on that note, Marlon.
All
I
right. What's
don't
up?
think I don't think that if you fuck up and you fall back to zero, you should just be given a get out of jail free card. Like we fuck up financially. I'm not saying they deserve to fucking die out in the cold, but like I was saying the free housing and the food plan
Hmm.
should be for people who are already destitute, already without money and just need temporary assistance.
But
It shouldn't be
Yeah,
like
like
a
homeless shelters,
permanent.
but
It
accessible
shouldn't be
for
a
like
permanent like, oh, I fucked up again. Spent all my money gambling. Well, at least I got my free house right here. No.
Like for example, before you say it, we have a lot of home like in let's say like we take a random area of like Phoenix, Arizona, right? There might be more than enough homeless shelters, but in that population of homeless people, as like a third of them are, fact check somewhere over here, um, have drug issues and whatnot, and so they're not gonna accept it because they don't want it or whatever the reason they don't want to accept it, they're not gonna accept it. So if we have, which I think I'm gonna do some research real quick, but if we have a enough affordable or free housing, that's different. And then those who want it can get it. That's different than I started a business and failed, and now oh well, I still get help. Now Morrow and Max and Christian get to pay for my house down the street.
But
Their
okay.
tax dollars.
Okay. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The house down. But here's the thing, right? I think that we're misunderstanding something. I'm not saying that they get the greatest of amenities. I'm saying they get basic of basic.
Yes, but
Uh,
that's still the
It's still it's still
that's still they
and
shouldn't get
also,
anything.
why? Okay. Why? That's what I'm
Okay,
trying to understand here.
stop thinking of a random person, right? Think of you right now.
Okay.
Or let's say let's say you quit your job and first of all, this is all theoretical because this ain't ever gonna happen, right? We don't
Yeah.
fail around here. We just keep trying. But for this theoretical fake situation that can never happen, you start a nail business, right? And a lashes business, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And like you use the product on yourself, take
But
pictures,
I you remind me about something. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
take pictures of yourself for the marketing, all that. You're the ambassador, all of that, right? But because of your own incompetence, you fail at your lashes business because baddies don't want to buy lashes from you because they don't think you using them right. I don't know, but you fail
okay.
Okay.
and you spent all your money on this, your own choice.
Okay.
You could have instead spent this money on something you're already good at, personal training, and funded that and became successful. You decided because this is America, you have freedom to do whatever you want, and you decided to do this, and you failed because of your choices. Now,
Okay.
me and Christian, now we would like in real life, but me and Christian with our tax dollars now have to pay for you and a million other people like you who failed of their own accord and through their own choices, and now we have to pay for them to have a home because of their own choices.
Okay. 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 So I think we're good. I think we fundamentally disagree here because, like, I genuinely don't see anything wrong with that. I really don't. I
But
really
Marlon, it's
don't.
not free
It's
though.
it's
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 free for
the
them, but everyone has to pay for that. And there's other
Yes.
things you can pay for it on.
Yes. But
Money
that's
isn't
not. But that's not.
limitless.
Yeah. But okay. And I don't. Again, I really don't see the problem with that. Like, okay. Let's just pause real fast. Let's just pause real fast. All right.
go ahead.
Let's pause real fast. I do. I'm going to establish. I'm going to establish my philosophy right here and now. I believe that
Uh,
everyone, no matter what, deserves a dignified life. Dignified, not not privileged. Dignified, meaning they have clothes on their back, they have food in their belly, They have water they can wash themselves with. And they can be warm in the winter and cool in the summer. That's what I believe first and foremost. All right, I believe that no matter who you are, you deserve that because in a society that has created as much as we have created with as much resources as we have, it is more than possible, and I believe that with all of my heart. All right, now let's make something clear. We all like both of you just said that's just not free. That's just not free, right? It's gonna come from tax dollars. But I do not. But I would much rather pay my tax dollars knowing someone who failed their business can at least just have a small studio apartment and build themselves back up, or just fuck off and die somewhere. I don't fucking know. That's
I understand. Wow.
Yo, what?
or just
What
fuck
in the
off and die
two
somewhere. I don't
180.
care.
far ends?
I don't like. Listen, my point being, I don't care because where are our tax dollars going right now? Let's be
Social
realistic.
Security, interest payments for our debt, the
Interest
military.
payments for
So
that. Okay, cool.
That's
But
the three
also,
biggest uses of our tax
I
dollars.
understand where
okay,
you're coming
okay,
from. You want you
but then what about the literal tax rates that people are being paid, that billionaires are being paid for fucking up all the time?
I understand
That's one
the
administration's choice. But as a government as a whole, no matter the administration, interest, military, social security.
I
Okay,
understand where you're coming
And that
from though.
affects
I
revenue, not payments.
okay,
genuinely I do, okay? Like, and I guess in this hypothetical perfect society, people wouldn't fuck up perfect society, but people do fuck up. People do fuck up.
interesting.
I brought this up because I truly do believe that housing, food, clothing, maybe even a starter job that can be all established. That can all be given for a limited amount of time, and then they have to leave the nest. They have to start flying on their own. Because again, if it's just, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can
No,
hear
no,
you.
we hear.
Okay, sorry. If it's just that safety net constantly, oh well, this last business idea didn't work. I'm gonna take the funds from this last one that I have left over. I know the three of us want to do something, but instead I'm gonna go gamble. Fuck, that didn't work either. All right, well, I still got my crib though. I don't got to pay
That was
rent.
gonna be my next question, Marlon. Let's
Uh,
say you convince me and Christian, or at least me, that it's a inalienable right in the same way owning a gun is, right?
okay.
Now, well, actually, no, you kind of already said this. Now, no matter what, it's not temporary, not nothing. Everyone in this country, because that's what they would have. You have to think about this. That's what it would have to be. If you're saying that you
Mm-hmm.
can, that means that you can go fail and have a house no matter what. That means I can't do, and my neighbor, and their neighbor, and
Mhm,
everyone's neighbor. That
mhm,
means 350 million people will be getting free housing by the government theoretically.
mhm.
So. If so, you're saying that everyone, no matter what, should have the option for a permanent housing for free.
Pretty much, pretty much.
I have a
Sorry.
question though. What
Go ahead.
happens when people no longer even feel like trying? Like we've all
Okay,
had
well,
those days where we don't feel
okay.
like.
But okay. I'm not. I'm not interrupting. My apologies. My apologies.
No, I was just gonna say we all have those moments in our lives where we don't feel a little bit unmotivated. The train tracks. The train tracks. Jesus Christ, the train slows down on the tracks. Calm down,
Oh,
calm down.
oh,
I know how that sounded. No. I was
I
trying to
thought
be
you were
nice.
gonna
I
say
was
like
trying to.
sometimes you know I jump on the train
No,
track.
no, that was not where I was going with that.
Jesus Christ.
But what I was
Yeah,
going to say is, what happens when you get to a point where
yeah,
there is at least let's do a comp 50. What's 50% of 350 million? That's what 175 million?
yeah.
175 million, right?
That'd be
That
math.
one's 175 million citizens don't feel like working anymore. They don't feel like doing shit anymore.
Because according to you,
They're not growing food.
they
They're not
deserve to have the
working on
house.
transportation. That they're not teaching. They're not educating anybody. They are in their house, in their
Gooning.
single apartment house, watching their government fucking sanctioned TV, eating their government sanctioned food.
Cheese.
Okay. Mm. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm seeing your point.
You see
There's
it
a
now? You
real.
see it now?
I see your point. But at the same time, even with that, I feel like at the very least there should be something. You know. Like,
No,
okay,
of
fine,
course. That's
fine,
what I
like
was
fine.
I was
So if you
saying.
say
Like,
Okay,
temporary though, so what?
yeah, that's why I was
okay,
bringing up
so okay,
temporary.
so okay, fine. Okay, fine. It's temporary. It's
Yeah.
temporary.
So then what?
Yeah.
How
So,
long does each person, if they fuck up, deserve a crib?
but
I was about to say I feel like temporary deserves
Didn't
I'd
count
say
2 months.
amount of time, 3 to 5 years, but that's for people who are just like
I
coming out
was
of high
actually gonna say
school,
I was
Five
just gonna say
years?
I was
coming
gonna
out of
say a
high
year.
school, just jumping straight into the workforce. Let's say they didn't graduate high school, or of course the homeless, the destitute, those people who actually need support and need to actually like be supported back up before they start walking on their own. People
Five
who
Okay,
years is too
fuck up,
long.
however, people who fuck up and need to, they already played the game, they just fucked up and they just need like a little reboot. Give them a month.
a
But
month
I
is
think
too low.
no, I
A
think
month
two
is
months.
too low.
I think, but here's the thing: you can't really delineate what's what and what's hap. My ashy ass hands. Delineate
Yeah, we see it.
what's what, and who deserves this, and what was their actual situation. Because you can make an argument. Nah, I didn't mess up on this. I was born in a bad situation, so I should get 3 years
I
or
get that.
whatever.
So
Okay,
it's yeah.
okay. So I do see your point there. And the only way to track that, and the only way to really track that would basically make a surveillance state. So that would
Right.
be kind of so that in itself
So
would be kind of
that
tough.
should be the solution. Then you're right.
That would not even so that would make another more argument. But but I still but like okay. I see your points, and that's and there are fair points. There are fair points. Okay, but now right. I just want to now I just kind of want to get your like philosophies on it because I said mine. I think I like even with what you guys said here, and if they are fair points, I still think that everyone deserves a dignified life. What about you guys?
Oh,
What's
wait,
your
wait.
philosophy
All
on
right, wait.
this?
Let's just conclude your point.
Yeah.
So
God.
you think that there should be, how about this? Because this doesn't, one, money doesn't grow on trees. Two, just because we're talking theoretical, it has to be opinions we actually believe and would support someone doing, right?
Okay.
So you believe that there should be more money spent on, let's just say homeless shelters,
Homeless shelters. I would say housing in general, but yes, I was
affordable and free housing.
affordable and free housing. If it's gotta be temporary, fine.
That's
But
different. That's bro. You can't. All right. Don't even like. It's not even a concession, bro. Because as our theoretical 175 million people argument, right? So
They sitting
more
on that
money
couch
on
right
free
now.
and affordable housing is much different than everyone deserves a permanent home paid for by everyone else.
okay, okay. But I still,
We're all
okay.
too hard-headed, bro.
No, I'm not, no. Because here's my thing, right? I I genuinely see it as this. I think we have the resources. I really do.
Yeah,
We don't.
yeah.
We don't.
We have so much fucking land just open, dude.
Marlon, it still take we have to build it. People are we're building it. My sales tax dollars are building it, bro.
Okay. Okay, listen. It wouldn't just be yours. It wouldn't just be yours. Wouldn't just be mine. There are literal billionaires. There are literal billionaires.
They're so they still their money doesn't grow on trees either. It's limited. It's
they,
finite.
dude, I'm not saying to fucking drag out their money from their bank accounts. I'm saying literally just build enough, just enough for it to be a start. And as
But
things
for
slow down,
who? How much? For who?
So
How much? Housing.
how
let's
much
just look at
housing?
this.
Okay, we're gonna have to get in numbers now.
I'll look up any
Is
number you
the
got.
is the billionaire so is the billionaires the one funding this?
It's
No. It's still
everyone's tax
taxes.
dollars.
It's literally everyone's
So it's a
tax
pool
dollars.
of revenue.
But okay,
It's
so
not.
but it's obviously depending on how much you make and yada
Yes,
yada.
of course. Yeah, of course. Like
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
pretty much kind of what we're doing now, right?
Taxes. Yeah,
Yeah.
taxes.
So no.
Um
Yeah. So I think so.
again, I hear you. I really hear you. But again, what happens when you reach that point into society where it goes, okay, well,
Personally,
now we do need more
personally,
houses because people are having more babies because they don't need to go to work anymore. Who's gonna build houses? And no one raises their hands. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants
If
to work.
everyone can get a
Nobody
house for
wants
free,
to do.
then no one
Nobody
has an
wants
incentive
to
to
do
work.
labor if they can. Hold on.
okay, but
If
wait,
I
no,
could choose right now,
pause. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but pause. What makes you think that no one will be incentivized to work if if they can still get a better life for themselves. That's because you have a house doesn't mean that that's their house that you want, right?
I
It's
think
because you
you
I don't
really
know how you
underestimate
estimate how lazy people are.
how
sure,
you really
sure.
underestimate that, Marlon. If I could get myself was it a studio apartment, one bedroom studio apartment right now, free of charge with amenities, you know what I'm saying? When I say amenities, I just mean utilities, not actually amenities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
utilities, yeah.
just
Fucking
just utilities, yeah.
water. I got a fridge that works.
Electricity.
Food is always delivered to my house because I don't have groceries. Someone just got groceries for me. And fucking electricity. I'm assuming internet access. So if I want to get a better life, I can. Why? Why would I? Ah, damn. Now it's time for me to
Because
wake up at 6 a.m. to
I
go to
think
work.
you're saying in a theoretical perfect
Country.
angel world where you're saying what you would want to happen in our actual world where where money is spent and our Congress decides on how that tax revenue is split, the 5 trillion or so dollars or whatever, right? And how that's split and all the different things we have to spend it on. Let's say we are able to get every broke and homeless person a crib for free. And
Mm-hmm.
let's say somehow if we stop spending everything on it, right? And then Canada just comes in and I like it, I'm not gonna use Christian language, but just does some
What?
terrible things to us, right? And we can't do a thing about it because we don't
Christian
spend a dime on
language?
the military and everyone's just chilling, watching Grok AI construct AI slop through their Starlink.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how we
Uh,
got here, but to
Because
add
it's
on
free
to that
housing,
before, because
no one would
I
work.
see you got rebuttal, Marlon.
hmm?
To add on to that really quickly. Fuck, I just had it. I swear to God, I just had it.
Take
Hold
take
on.
your time, bro.
Brain
No worries.
blast. Brain blast. Come on. Come on. Yes. Why like and I guess also to I guess support your point too, Marlon. With that perfect society, people would have way more time to actually pursue their passions. Because I will agree with you on this. Even though people don't have to work, they might still. Okay, well, I'm not gonna have money to do what I want to do, like for me, acting,
But we got
for
to actually
Max,
talk about what we
podcast.
can do now,
But
not not in a 1,000 years from now.
no, no,
Everything
but
is
I'm
limitless.
just bridging
Okay.
his idea.
Okay.
Just bridging
Okay.
his
Okay.
idea.
Okay. Okay.
And you have
Um,
to also compromise because let's say we are all actually deciding this and we all have an equal vote. You would have to compromise to get at least one of us to agree. You
like
know
are
what I'm
the
saying?
road now? Do we have fucking
Okay. Okay.
Grok
So
AI bots constructing buildings for us now? Because nobody wants to put their lives on the line if they don't have to. They already got a free house with their family. And what if they have a family? So now do they have better housing to accommodate for their bigger family?
And
I get
no
10
one
kids
has
right now. 10 kids right now. I got a fucking mansion, nigga. What are we talking about?
you realize in other like not like in certain countries, right? And you have nothing else to do. And why birth rates are so high. You have nothing else to do. So now little Johnny and little Jessica over there have 17 kids and it's all being and now we have to build a gargantuan house
We
for
have to
them.
build a fucking mansion because they can't. It's not humanitarian to put them all in a studio apartment. It's not they got a fucking mansion. Yo,
so
hold on. I'm in
hmm,
fire. Hold on.
hmm,
It's fair right now, okay?
hmm.
Talk to
Okay.
him.
Okay. 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 So let's see here. I don't know.
This
I
is
don't know.
fun. We gotta do this more often.
I'll be honest. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But I do. But I do. But I'm just gonna say this, right? I think you guys genuinely underestimate what people would be willing to do if they had time. They had time and money. Now
But
let's
we didn't disagree with having a temporary housing option for people who really need it
No, I
yeah.
really do agree with that. That much. Again, three
and
to five.
affordable
I know
housing.
3 to 5 years is a long ass time, but to keep people on back on their feet, I feel like that's fair.
I think a 5 year affordable housing rent freeze frozen unit is that
That too.
fine, and a
That too. That
2 month
too.
homeless shelter, and okay, just having enough cribs,
Mm-hmm.
110% houses for the entire homeless population in each state, right? That
Mm-hmm.
is different than everyone in the country will get a house if
If
for
they don't feel like
existing.
working anymore.
Mm, all right.
Now, of course, it still could work because surveillance state, but
Now,
no.
that still wouldn't work because like it still has to be it doesn't grow on trees. Like it has to
Let's
be
get different countries
constructed.
to pay. Let's get different countries to pay for it.
So we just like are the Nazis and we invade France to get their resources to pay for
Specifically
our
France. You're so
mistakes.
right. Specifically France. Specifically France.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's blow up France. Let's blow up France.
All
Fuck it.
right. So we're gonna end Marlon's like part, right? About what
Okay.
he thought. And
Okay.
but if you believe as a ideological belief that housing is right, I mean obviously you're entitled to that. So even if I
This was a
disagree.
good debate, boys. I enjoyed this.
Hey, we're not done. Oh, we're not done.
What can I not say I enjoyed myself, nigga?
No. Christian, now you get to cook. Well,
That's gonna be a long ass podcast.
about
Talk to me.
your main grievances, I suppose.
It really just is like niggas don't have houses, niggas don't have food, niggas are dying in the street. Um, I really do feel like a temporary housing situation, right? 3 to 5 years. Firstly, okay,
That's so long,
let's cut
bro.
that. Let's cut that. Let's cut that. Hold on, let's cut that. Let's cut that. Firstly, I think, and this I know is gonna sound forced, but I truly do think every couple of years or so, everyone should be required to have mental evaluations, like mental health evaluation,
Whoa. Yo,
because
you're
mental
chatting.
illness is
No one, the government should not require you to do nothing, bro.
I feel like
Yeah,
they
that's
should.
been much. That might
Oh,
be a
but
bit much, bro.
here goes niggas talking about, oh, everyone should get a free house. Okay, bro.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Um,
crazy. Yo, that's where you draw a line,
okay,
bro.
like,
okay, right. Okay. So let's just get this right. Okay, so you're required to get a mental
No,
health
y'all are
evaluation.
both tripping. I've been consistent. Whether you disagree, I've been consistent. Kirsten, you two disagree with each other, except one of you wants mandatory every 5 year mental evaluation by the government
yes,
that will be
That's
logged into
fucking
databases,
insane.
and one of you wants permanent free housing for everyone. Okay.
You know what's crazy? I was literally willing to concede on that, but you guys said, "Nah, you gotta help. You gotta be consistent about it." And I was
because it
literally
was
trying
your
to concede,
No,
idea.
and I
no,
was
you
trying to
didn't
concede.
concede.
I was literally trying to say, "Okay, fine, we can literally make it temporary because that's a fair point." I was
All
trying to
right,
say
all right,
that.
all right, all right. My fault. I'm Christian.
Go ahead, go ahead.
You're tripping. What are you talking about? Continue
Okay,
though.
all right. I truly do think, like, what you said. What was it? Yes, let's look at the fact check, but like around 1/3 of,
Homeless
sorry, no,
people.
it's drug addiction or substance abuse addiction.
I'll look it up.
No, you're good. Thank you. Um, I I truly do think a lot of the unfortunate circumstances people find themselves in are because they don't take care of their mental health. Now, I'm not saying they have to be forced to fucking. When I say mental health evaluations, I'm not saying this is a therapy sesh or you got to be on meds because we noticed something. I'm just saying, just check-ins, just check-ins. Maybe that's less government based, more community based. But I feel like that should be a thing. 3 to 5
I
years
think you could change
for
your point to that
good.
having true good hotlines and
Yes,
ability for therapy. That's different.
and obviously also hopefully get sort of the stigmatization around it as well.
Grown
Um
man trying to get therapy. Son,
and
Okay,
then
I'm crying.
following
my apologies.
up, I feel like, the unhoused, the destitute, the really, really
Not to
down on their
interrupt,
luck people.
76% have a mental something or
Yeah, so
other.
I'm spitting right now. I'm spitting.
So yeah,
Spitting.
76%
Um
have a mental disorder of some kind.
it's a 76, right? Yeah, so yeah. Um I really do feel like 3 to 5 years is a fair, you know, you're in a studio apartment or whatever, a housing unit, whatever. You don't. I'm not even saying you get the fucking guaranteed job. You just have training for, I guess, workplace. I don't know, fucking know skills, workplace skills. That makes sense. Um, Housing, some food, and then you get, let's say, a stipend for continuing on one path of that workplace training. And then once that's done, 3 to 5 years, once that's done, now you have a choice. Not only do you have a choice of where you want to go if you want to go to what you've already been working on, but also you have a resume of being trained by the government. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's
So
fair.
you think that after high school, I should get 3 to 5 years of training and housing by the government?
But it's not just for everybody. I'm saying it's for people who genuinely need it, who make below them or their families make below a certain amount of money.
So how about so we start a agency,
Mm-hmm.
like that's the federal government, right? Agency that helps allocate or helps get underprivileged youth
Yes.
to
I
employers.
just said underprivileged individuals because I know there's still some older people who
Yeah,
are
but let's like for your out
unfortunate. But
fresh
but,
out of
but
high
for now,
school
yeah.
part, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Underprivileged youth to employers in need of employees or
Yeah.
interns.
Yeah.
But you also think that they should get free housing.
Yes. If they are if they're going to high school, right? And they're coming back and forth from high school to a fucking homeless shelter, yes, they should get free housing.
They should just get their own spot in a homeless shelter, sure.
We disagree so fundamentally sometimes.
You know, it's
But no,
like
but wait, okay, but wait.
okay, fine enough.
It's not that
Okay,
bad. It's not
free
that. Wait,
housing, like a dormitory.
Yeah, no, no. Literally, Max, right now I'm in college dorm. You know what I have? I got a bed, a dresser, a desk.
All right, that's valid.
I'm slightly confused.
Let's
Is
say
that
a
not what
fridge
Max
so they can
said though?
put fucking groceries. Why not? Go ahead.
I said homeless shelter. I think y'all are imagining like bunks on like a gymnasium.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I'm thinking. I mean, you say homeless shelter, I'm thinking like a dormitory type of deal.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's a
thinking.
shelter as in it's sheltering people,
Yeah.
not as in it's like a hurricane relief thing.
What are you saying, Ron?
No, I was just saying like, isn't that what Max said though? That's why I was confused.
He was saying
No.
when I said homeless shelter, and then you said like nah, houses.
I mean, yeah, all right, fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Semantics, semantics.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
But
housing.
yeah.
Should underprivileged should have the opportunity for housing. Like fresh out of high school, like counselors helping them out.
Yeah. I feel
All
like
right.
it. Yes.
Okay. I agree with that and
The
That's fair, I
increase.
guess.
audacity for a nigga who said free housing to get mad at me when I say free mental checkups. I ain't forgetting about that shit,
Nah.
bro.
Because listen. When you say,
No, at first you
because you didn't
said
say free
government.
mental checkups, you said mandatory. You said mandatory. Yo,
Cause some of y'all niggas are
No,
crazy.
Christian, I want you to.
nigga, let's really think about this shit,
If
right?
you
Really think
lived in
about this shit.
All right, let
NYC, you
Marlon
know
lay it
some of
out
these
for you,
niggas are
bro.
actually crazy, bro. They need help.
Really think about this shit, right? Really think about this shit. You are. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. You need to go to the fucking
Yes.
therapist, or
Yes.
what? Or what?
Christian,
What the fuck's
Christian.
gonna happen?
Look, this is what's
What's
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen?
Prison, nigga.
That's
Oh
insane. That's
I'm
insane.
joking. I'm joking. I'm
no,
joking. I'm
Christian.
joking. I'm joking.
What? Okay, I know you changed it, right? Your
Go
original
ahead. Go ahead.
proposal was this. You said, whether you said it or not, you
No, go ahead.
said
Go ahead.
that every 5 years, the government is going to send you a letter, go to a location to do whatever test. So if I don't go to said location, government come to house with M15s and
All right. Calm down. I'm
whatever,
not gonna fucking
points it
kill
at
you.
my head and says, do
They're
the
gonna come
test.
to your house and they're gonna be like, "Hey, are
Is that
you
even a
okay,
gun? I
buddy?
don't even know.
What's taking you so long? What's taking you so long?"
That sounds like a
If
fucking
you don't
threat.
go to the fucking location, a specialist gonna come to your house and be like,
Oh,
"Okay,
so
we came to
that's
do
a
a check-in with
semi-automatic
you."
pistol. So sure, it's a gun. Yeah.
No guns, nigga. See, y'all assume violence. Y'all assume the
Because
fucking.
that's the only way they're going to force me. And if they do come, since in my Second Amendment, I'm shooting them in the head. What are we talking
All
about?
right. Okay.
Bro, if
Okay.
an army
So
soldier
instead
comes
of
to my house and says, take this test, I'm going to be like, no.
okay, so maybe instead of like mandatory,
Hard to ask niggas like you need
because
to be locked up.
No,
no, this
he agreed that it would be more opportunity for everyone to get mental care for
yeah.
free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some mental health professional could come to your house, you sign up for it. Is that like I feel that's fair, right? That's fair.
You say that one more time.
Mental
Yeah.
health professional comes to your crib if you sign up for it,
All right,
type
come
shit,
to your crib. I think like
or
online.
like Zoom calls, some
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Online is fine too. Online is. Yeah, I'm not against that. Yeah, that's fine.
So, but yeah, free better help. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you better help, yeah.
Free better help. Yeah.
All right. So got Marlon. I think I did some pretty good like compromisation.
Yeah.
I ain't we ain't eliminate each other arguments, but brought them down. Because like these are like the real things that would theoretically happen in a non-Israel paid for Congress, right?
See, in my perfect society, like perfect.
I know he's gonna be chatting, but continue.
You no, you don't want to hear what I say. Never mind, bro.
No,
I don't
no,
have
say what you
any
gotta say.
faith
Say what
in
you
you.
gotta say. Say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta
Okay,
say.
my perfect society, everyone would wear these kind
You
of.
see why you see how I say this?
Can
Nah,
I even finish my
finish,
fucking
finish, finish,
sentence?
finish, let me finish, let me finish, let me finish.
These metal crowns on their head, and every time they have a negative thought, zap. No negative thoughts.
What?
See, Martin just thought of a negative thought.
You want me to keep
Zap.
that at the pod, bro?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I guess Max's turn, bro.
Christian
A-
wants us.
a-
Christian wants psychopaths in real life. That's crazy.
After Christian's authoritarian state thought. Okay. Um, so Max, as the only non-communist here, uh,
Ass nigga.
Okay, bro.
they have like flags of the USSR, by the way, in their room.
We
Uh,
do?
nigga, I barely have red in my house. Shut your bitch ass up.
Nigga, I
Shut your
don't
bitch
have
ass up.
anything. Okay, bro.
I once seen Christian kiss a picture of Stalin. Anyway,
What?
uh,
Slander, slander. Sue him.
genuine proof, by the way, or not
Sue
proof,
him.
it actually happened. So, as a American patriot and capitalist, uh, the greatest financial invention since money itself. Only problem I have is not with our economic system, but where my tax dollars are being spent, right? So let's get into that. 22% Social Security, 16% Medicare, 14% net interest, 14% national defense, 14% health, 9% income security, 6% veterans benefits and services, 2% education, training, employment, and social services, 2% transportation, 1% administration of justice. Okay. That 22% of Social Security, make them all homeless. 0%. None. Shouldn't be a lick. All
I think it's
right.
just chatting, bro.
Little exaggeration, but it should be cut tremendously. Old people, okay, Marlon talked about last time capitalism a plague on this country, typical liberal, right? So, what's the actual plague on this country? Old
Being in the
people.
world, by the way, but whatever.
Old people plague on this country. This is actually not troll. This is actually not troll.
I know, so I made
These
that face, nigga.
motherfuckers, first of all, hold most of the wealth. Second of all, won't sell nothing. Third of all, are taking, just siphoning, just pause, sucking up all of our resources, and resources I mean our tax dollars, to spend on their useless old selves, non-productive. They are the reason, and they are the majority of voters in terms of like percentage wise per age group. So they're doing all the voting, and they won't give up a single House of Representative, Senate, or presidential seat. All of our presidents besides Obama from the last 20 years are born in the same year. So to get rid of these old people,
Jesus fuck Christ.
not like violently, of course, just like they're dying off, but just to get rid of their power and wealth. First of all,
Uh,
voting all younger people into our Congress, bro. There's no shot
Okay.
if you get to take my money after 65 to go live your life or whatever, then you can't be in any form of office. Beat it. After 65, you can't be in. Or
that's actually totally fair.
And especially if the president can't be under 30 or 34 or whatever, right? Then you should have a maximum age limit. We all agree on that,
Yep.
besides the actual old people. Um, so we all agree on that maximum age limit, right? Now, the egregious, oh sorry, for $540 billion that are going to be spent on these federal agency on the Social Security is ludicrous, ridiculous, and unsustainable because as childbirth continues to slow, for as we see in Japan, right? We have immigration to solve it, right? Let's take a case study Japan, or better yet, Korea, as their population and China, all getting older, no young people to pay for their old people to live, right? So here's the problem. So we need to cut Social Security. Now, it wouldn't be have such a problem. We wouldn't have to cut it if we didn't have such an egregious deficit and if we didn't have such egregious debt. Now, we don't have to pay off all 30 trillion of debt, right? That would be impossible in any like 10, 20-year time span. What we can do instantly is get rid of the deficit, the yearly deficit. We shouldn't be spending more than we make. So in terms of economics, right, only thing we need to change is eliminating the deficit and spending more money on interest to lower the debt to have a sub 100% debt to GDP ratio. Our debt shouldn't be more than our GDP. And lowering Social Security to pay for more for our national debt. Our military spending, I think we got to keep it where it is now, especially now. Uh, Unfortunately, right? And other than that, it also increase transportation budget. We should have more public transport, which would actually make stuff cheaper for everyone, including infrastructure, because if there are less cars on the road, right? Um, so more trains, all of that, but mainly lowering Social Security, increasing interest and debt repayments.
Okay,
Oh, that it.
it's not bad.
I mean,
I didn't hear free housing though,
I'm not a fucking communist.
so I disagree.
honestly, most of your proposals are totally, are I would say like fair, especially the age limit thing. Jesus fucking Christ! Like,
Age
good
limit,
Lord,
absolutely. Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ,
Holy fuck.
old ass niggas, bro. Old
Nigga,
ass.
they should, once you get past 55, he shouldn't be president. Let's go there. 55 should limit. If you become 55 during your fucking term, your VP becomes president, bro. You're already done. You're too
No,
old.
I think 60, so you won't be over 65 by the end of your term.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
I think it's reasonable to have.
My
Also, I
president's
think
young and then go.
I think all whilst in office, like it just paused or whatever. No public,
Mm-hmm.
no federal government worker, that being a representative or a senator or the president and his cabinet, should be able to
Mm-hmm.
hold stocks.
Yep.
That way they can't insider trade. And along with that, their positions, at least the president's position shouldn't be paid. The reason for that, right? Because I mean, well, this is like a less like absolute argument I have. The no stock trading I is an absolute argument, but this is more you live your life, which is kind of goes against my age point, but you live your life and then you go after having a successful career or whatever, you go into public office to serve your people and you don't need to be paid. But at the same time, I can see you needing being paid. But the president don't need 400 bands a year.
Mm,
No,
mm, no,
he needs
I
500
say
bands a year.
I say we can I say that we can agree on that. But I would only say at least some in terms of your proposals, maybe someone needs to get maybe they need to get paid. I'm not saying 400 bands a year. I feel like that's like damn near half a mil. Probably a bit much for a president.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they would need an incentive to like people would need incentive to become public servants other than just being um uh, helpful.
Yeah. That's not my like argument. Really, just the president shouldn't get 400,000, because we're already
400,000
spending
kind of crazy.
millions
Yeah.
on them just to keep them alive.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
So,
Yep.
And okay, so okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. When it comes to the president, then so if they're not going to be paid, right? They are simply a public servant.
no, just not as much. I
Well,
said just.
Oh no, it's, okay, never mind. Forgot about that.
Not
Forgot
as
what I was
much, not as
asking.
much.
Oh,
Forgot about
actually,
to ask
this
him.
is what I do think. The for representatives and senators should just get paid their minimum wage of their state.
Oh, that would be funny. No, wait,
That's
that would
valid.
be funny. Nah,
No,
nah,
that's
really,
valid.
really, nah, really imagine. What's
Or
the
and then
minimum wage?
president federal minimum wage, so 725.
No, hold on. What's the imagine you're a senator, right? So like let's just say Mississippi minimum wage. Let's look at that real fast.
I got you.
I'm looking up right now.
Mississippi. No, nigga.
All right, so it's still 725. Like Max said, bless you by the way.
Damn, I was too late.
Thanks.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Imagine being a senator again, paid again. That would put. I'm not gonna lie, that would definitely be an incentive to raise minimum wage. I wouldn't. That'd be funny.
Exactly.
That'd be funny. Yeah, no, no, we could definitely agree on that.
And what are they going to argue against? It's not enough? Hmm.
See, that's a good point. That's a good point. I like that. That's funny. All right. So, with all of our with everything that we've come to, I think that we can say that if you were like if this if all of our thing if everything that we came together and like said were to be the country, let's say we can snap our fingers, they could all be that tomorrow, including with all of our compromises and all that jazz. Look, I think that our it would look decent. Like it's definitely not perfect, but decent
We
ish.
believe it. So in the total Smikle Boys agenda, right?
Yeah.
That we have agreed upon. Affordable housing,
Yep.
Yes.
mental and physical health care
Mm-hmm.
support, um, no so control, eliminating the um budget deficit
Mm-hmm.
and
Age limit
lowering
for
Social Security to lower debt.
and the age limit for presidential
Oh, and yeah, the
candidates.
age limit for president and other public
And you
servants.
guys also forgot the shot colors, but that's cool too.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, but one thing we did genuinely forget was the shelters thing, the increase of shelter.
He said affordable housing.
Oh, that counts as
We're
that
we're, we're including that.
oh, that's
We're
included in
including it
affordable
all in the
housing.
same thing, yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, you're absolutely right though. Yeah, all right though. All right, though. No, sounds good to me. I fuck with it.
Would y'all not fuck with that though?
What
No,
shot
Christian,
callers, man?
no shot colors.
Because you would get your body would get so used to it that you wouldn't even generate negative thoughts
First
anymore.
of all, I don't even have negative thoughts
Secondly,
now.
that's not how
So
it
you wouldn't.
works.
Why are you worried about it then, gang?
Because the government, I don't want them putting shot collars on everyone.
Secondly, that's not how it works, Christian. This just not how it works. You can't become
Hey,
conditioned into losing thought.
Also,
watch me.
that's not even a thing. You can't even sense the negative thought.
You're so right. All right. So every time someone says something even slightly mean, they get shocked.
Okay.
That's even better.
If I curse out my trash ass team on rivals, I get fucking electrocuted to death. That's what you're telling me,
Yes.
no? Okay.
Not to death,
Go
but
stop
near.
cursing out your team or rivals, Marlon.
Also, if
They
you're not
deserve it.
black, you can't say the N word. You get shocked. You
No,
get
even
shocked to
if you
death
are
for
black,
that.
you get extra shot.
If you're black, for saying the N word or just because you're black.
Use your choice.
Ah, fun. So much fun. All right. This is fucking long, boys. Goddamn.
Thanks. I get that a lot. Anyway, um,
I'll mute you for
I
that, bro.
guarantee not
I'll
a
dead
single
mute you for
person that
that.
ever said that to you.
I'll dead mute you for that. That's crazy.
you how
Not
he
a
treats me,
soul has
bro.
said that.
Yeah, he treats me, bro. I'm just trying to socialize with my brothers. Here they go saying,
Chink bleach.
"Oh, anyway." Um,
That was a great combo. Let's end it off with our
that was
last
good.
segment,
Oh yeah,
unemployed. It's gonna be a quick
Bro, the
segment.
JJK episode 9 was fucking peak.
Didn't watch it.
yeah, because he
It
doesn't
was,
watch
it was,
Peep.
it was. I really enjoyed the episode. Yuji needed that. Speaking of mental health, he needed that shit, bro. Uh, if I had that weapon, all y'all niggas getting judged, but that's just me.
What
Anyway,
Judge Man?
yes, bro.
You want deadly sentencing in Judge Man?
Yes.
Fair enough. Judge Man. By the way, Judge Man is pretty much just a stand. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I love it
It
so much.
felt like it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
It was just the JoJo's power, and it was perfect. It was wonderful.
It was really
Wonderful.
cool. You would fuck with it, Max. But I know you're still season one.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Also,
Season one?
Lex Luthor, Max,
Go ahead.
No, I
is
was sorry.
Go
season
ahead. Go
one?
ahead.
You still
No, no, I
stuck
was
on
talking
season
to
one?
Max, but go ahead.
Nah, season two. Season two.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're already on the way. Don't worry. Go ahead, man.
Nah, but
Is it
honestly,
dub yet?
season three or season two?
Nah, I think it's
Three.
just sub so far.
Season three is being dubbed as we speak, I believe.
Okay.
Let me check right now.
All right, let me check my phone. Okay, I can't make
Is it
that joke
appropriate
anymore.
for a grown man to have a phone?
What the
Yeah,
fuck are
no,
you
but
even
so
talking about, gang?
yeah, what's call it? It's being released pretty much side by side.
Oh, okay,
All
you're
right.
chilling then, Max. You got
I got.
simulcast.
I gotta. I'm gonna watch like a YouTube summary of one and two to get my brain,
Nah, you good, you good.
and
Nah,
then I'll
you see
catch
that?
up.
Nah, but what's call it? Yeah, but episode nine was wonderful. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, the way Higurumo was putting mitts on that boy actually had me weak, bro. Like,
Nigga, fuck that. The way he was fucking.
hey, bro. Listen. Max, I'm a Max. So Higuruma's weapon is a gavel, all right, like a judge's
Yeah.
gavel. So I want you to imagine, I swing my gavel at you, hit you in the face with it, right? Then I punch the gavel like this, hit you in the face with it again, and then proceed to punch you away, and then proceed to punch you away. It's just more madness after that. As soon as you get punched away, I toss my gavel at your head. It
He can make
was
infinite
so
gavelos, by the way.
I got
And
a
he can also
question.
change the size of them.
Uh, as like y'all, at least Marlon fully caught up with the manga and stuff.
yep.
Better arcs to come.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially the epilogue series, Modulo.
Does it ever decline or does it
I would say so.
end off on a good note? The JJK manga.
JJK, I would say and I would say its ending is what was slightly divisive, but amongst fans, like genuine fans of the series, even with the flaws that they say it's a pretty solid ending. But
I
one
feel like
what's
endings
call
are impossible to make
they're impossible to
everyone
make it.
happy at least.
Endings, especially in shonen, are hard to do because you're kind of because mangaka are just flying at the like at the edge of their seats the entire time. They're
Yeah,
flying
not
by their
everybody could be
coattails the
Dragon
entire
Ball,
time.
bro. Like not everybody could be Dragon Ball. Like not everybody could just be
Like I
Goku
feel
all the
like
way
we
through. No, no,
I'm not
no.
don't get me
Dragon
started on
Ball,
mid-ball.
Dragon Ball's not even over, by the way.
Naruto like
Exactly. That's what I'm
has a
saying.
good ending. Well, it has like a perfect ending in terms of because it's like not even finished really. He's just living his life still. So it's not like a real conclusion in that same sort of way.
Yeah, but nah,
In the same way like AOT is.
AOT.
yeah.
I would say AOT had a beautiful ending. AOT, Code Geass.
Code Geass has perfect ending.
That was
Even
actually
though it's
good.
sad.
It's sad, but I might rewatch Code Geass right now. Um, would you
Question,
say?
question,
Oh, go
Max. Have you
ahead.
seen Lucia the Resurrection?
No,
That's like a alt
isn't it between season one and
universe.
season two?
No, it's a sequel.
I'm not
It's a,
interested.
it's a
It already
sequel
ended.
movie. It's a
Yeah, it
sequel movie,
ended.
bro.
It ended.
It's actually really good. I think you
It's
guys will
not
like it.
canon.
Nah, you guys will like it. You should watch it. You should watch it.
Sounds like GT slop.
GT better than Super. No, I'm trolling. They both ass.
Sounds like Dragon Ball Hero slop.
I like Heroes too.
Do you actually?
Of course, this guy likes
It's stupid as shit. I love it.
Yeah, we all doing a Dragon Ball Heroes watch along on the pod one day. But
I'm so down.
anyway,
I'm so down.
yeah, Max, you included. You're gonna see.
Let's go
I'm
watch
gonna
Every
all
be
the
sick that
trailers.
day.
I'm gonna watch all 57 trailers.
We're gonna get Chase on here too. Actually, no, we're gonna get everyone on this pod for that one.
I'm
Yes,
not. I think Chase having aneurysm. I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows what's happening.
yes, exactly. I was gonna ask. So is Shibuya the peak of JJK though, Marlon?
I would not say so. I would put personally. I would say there's two peaks. There's three
Okay,
peaks of the series. Shibuya,
okay,
Telling Games,
okay,
And the first half of Shinjuku Showdown.
okay. All right, all right. Because
First
if
half of
you were
Shinjuku
to
Showdown.
tell me that Shibuya was peak and it just went down from there, I would drop the show immediately.
It's no. Calling Games has really good moments. Like
Okay.
especially Yuta's fight coming up is going to be incredible. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right. I'm trusting you. Because I'm not satisfied like Shibuya. You,
It doesn't. It won't.
Maxwell, have to feel my wrath.
Listen. It won't have the exact same highs because it's a very different arc.
No,
But
I got you.
but it is very well done.
I just
Very
don't
well
want
done.
to do what happened with Hunter x Hunter. With Hunter x Hunter, I loved York New City. Then the Greed Island arc, I wasn't really fucking with.
Fuck
And then
you.
Chimera Ant was so great. But I had
I
already
actually,
fucking fallen off
I love Greed
because Greed
Island.
Island was so ass.
I disagree with that
Greed
expeditiously. By
Island
the
was
way,
so good, bro.
thank you, thank you. Fucking finally, someone
People love
understands.
hating on it for no reason. It's like, did they
That's
not
short.
watch it?
The
Nigga,
fuck?
nigga, niggas just don't like
Can y'all
reading,
still hear
bro.
me?
That's it. Yes, we can hear you. Fucking brainlit.
Okay, no, no, my headphones disconnected for a second.
And
Ah,
also,
Yeah.
Chimera arc, like for a little, like starts off slow.
I actually really
It
like
does. No,
the
it
slow.
definitely
I
does.
I love the slow start. Wow, man, yo, those three arcs were peak.
Hunter x
They were
Hunter
peak
Slop
Hunter Hunter.
Enjoyer.
Slop,
What?
Hunter Hunter slop. You can't even say that in the same sentence.
That's like oxymoron.
Genuinely.
I love York New City. It was great. It was so great.
Yeah,
Hunting
York
for
City is
the
good.
dreams. I'm sorry.
You,
But yeah.
by the way, Christian, did you check out that video I sent you about the singing?
No, I have to still.
Check it out. I'm telling you, bro. It's a miracle worker. Seriously.
Thank you. I will. It's
Yo,
still on WhatsApp,
also,
right?
while we're a little pause real quick, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My my friend stay trying to convince me, or no, will he be rage baiting? He's just rage baiting, talking about some Akatsuki losing to Phantom Troop. Son, he was dead getting my homeboy tight when he was saying that shit.
Oh, nah, bro.
Uh,
I mean, I like the Phantom Troop too, but
does
nah,
he
bro.
know? I think half the
Nah.
Akatsuki can solo. What the fuck are we talking about?
One.
One.
That's what I'm
Data
saying. Half of
Russell.
the members of the fucking Akatsuki can solo.
Oh, just on their own is what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Data Russell is a Phantom Troop, not gonna lie.
Fuck, they do a heat on.
What's that
That
nigga's name with the
aggressive.
puppets again?
Sorcery?
Sorcery is actually scary though. That's the thing.
I was about to say Sasori got that.
Sorcery's got that. Data's got that. God forbid Itachi. God forbid
God
Kisame.
forbid Pain gets that. Yo,
Don't even. We're
Don't
we're getting
even,
too
bro.
high tier, bro.
Don't even, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. God forbid Itachi or Kisame. Those two. Ooh,
Kisame would have
ooh.
such a joyful time too.
He just he if crossverse scaling is applied, then Kisame just destroys Urugen the moment Urugen even
Yeah.
flares up. Up,
and we
up.
could also talk about the fact that
Bro, the one
Let
guy
me
shooting
shit.
shooting out of his fingers.
mhm.
Yo, Kisame dead having a jolly time.
We also bring up the fact that Orochimaru was a member of the Akatsuki once.
And he just
I,
diddles the entire squad.
He did his entire squad on
Orochimaru,
screen.
it'll be even funny. Orochimaru just says, "Yo, is that y'all playing with me? Okay, cool. Let me just resurrect your dead friends real quick."
Like, son,
Because he could just do that. He could just do that. Like Jesus
is
Christ.
your friend being serious when he says that, Max?
Uh, he's possibly deluded himself into being serious at this point. I haven't
Okay,
talked about it in a
so
while. I'll bring it up on Monday,
I'm
but
gonna rage bait the internet right now. Okay. Yeah. So the Akatsuki solos the fucking Guinea Force.
Nah, but Gasi versus Ginyu Force.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. If Genjutsu works, if
That's honestly a
Genjutsu
good question though.
works,
yeah,
Would
Tachi's
Genjutsu
frying
work
him.
on someone of their caliber?
No, it would work. It depends how fast, how our speed scaling.
Okay. Like, could Raccoon fucking speed blitz him or some shit? Like,
yeah,
what's going
he
on?
could. He very much just could.
I
That's the
don't think
thing.
they
Okay.
are though. They're gonna do a dance and then they lose to Itachi.
They would do a dance, look him in the eyes, and then they're fucking dancing for 99 years. Yeah, you are right.
They look at him and be like, "Yo, what is he? Yo, look at what this dummy's wearing. Why am I in hell?
And you
What?"
can't just out strength against jutsu. You have to break it by disrupting your chakra or ki network in this case.
But even then, that wouldn't really work with Tsukiyomi.
Oh well, then yeah, that's on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. I said
Yeah,
as a joke. I mean, shit, them actually be fried.
Unless you got a Biju,
Nah,
which
my
yeah,
Goku would never get caught by that though. You know what I'm saying?
sorry ass Goku.
then there's then there's then we have to take into account like
Hate you
Amaterasu
say,
as
nigga.
well. I'm not trolling you. I
Matarasu.
think Amaterasu doesn't have a lot of AP, but it burns forever.
Yeah.
But
The
it
only reason it
burns
never really
forever.
it does anything is because of plot. Because if it hits someone, then they're just cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Literally,
they
literally,
so everyone slithers out
metaphorical.
of it somehow.
So like
But
imagine for a second, right? Imagine for a second. Raccoon versus Itachi. Raccoon runs up on Itachi. Itachi hits Amaterasu. He tries to like deflect the Amaterasu. He just gets stuck on him. He just burns alive.
Now I'm kind of like, who y'all got between the Akatsuki and the MHA League of Villains?
Akatsuki is
League,
frying them.
nah, League of Villains. No, it's not.
Because
It's
Here we go with this
I'm
MHA
talking like
Glazer.
like
just because
Prime. I'm
it's
talking
because of the
like
K. It's because of the K. It's
Prime.
only
What's
because of
that
the
nigga's
K.
name?
Because of
Shigaraki.
who?
Tomura Shigaraki.
It's literally because of the K quirk. That's literally the
Yeah,
only reason, bro. That's the
He's not
only
touching
reason.
them.
He doesn't need to.
he
He
goes to
literally
touch things they're standing on. That's the thing.
They're gonna like fly somehow. I don't care.
bro,
Is
the
that
K
cope?
spread, kind
Yes.
of, yeah. Listen, the K
Yes.
spreads, right? After his quirk evolved, he can literally be touching the floor, and the K will spread can spread like across the city in seconds,
What can it
destroying
go
cities.
across water?
Yes,
Okay,
And
but
actually, what the
for
fuck?
so aggressive.
yes.
And question, uh, is that even still League of Villains at that point? That's just Shigaraki and all run for fusion weirdo.
Twice,
Twice as well.
twice,
Twice.
So we're
Twice is
still
menace.
twice.
Pain can fly.
Pain can fly, but if any piece of rubble even touches him, he will die.
There's like 80. There's TS6 of him, and
Infinito.
Nagato's not there.
Okay. Okay. That's
That's a good point. Don't
I'm
even
not no. Listen. I'm not saying that they're guaranteed to win. I'm saying that there's a legitimate chance that they win. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying Pain Almighty push, and Kisame goes and defeats them all.
Okay. I don't think Kisame is gonna
Too many
defeat.
clones from Twice. Too many clones from
Yeah,
Twice. I'm sorry.
That's not doing all right. The close from twice, but it's all fodder.
yeah, but he can't beat them all. There's literally too
Can't.
many.
There's too many.
There's
You know
literally
how much
millions.
chakra Kisame has? He has infinite, effectively.
But there's millions, dude. He's not. He
But they're
has.
not damaging, bro.
Sure, but he's not gonna fucking tell Beastmon their shit. He's not gonna moderate their shit. He doesn't. I
He's
don't
just
think he
gonna
has.
wash him away.
And then more will keep coming.
Or we'll keep coming.
Okay, but it's not. Wait, what do you have to do? You have to kill the original.
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if we're doing speed matching, then they speed blitz.
Oh, absolutely. Not a question. Not a
So,
question.
but that's really most characters because of how important speed is realistically.
Mm-hmm.
If whoever the stronger character is probably faster, so they speed blitz. And in this case, all of the Akatsuki are faster.
So Birder would speed blitz the Kotsky is what I'm saying, bro.
Brother
No, but
could
He
they
would
speak this
say,
but it's not
Akatsuki.
I'm
in
the
their
fastest
character
in
to
the
do that.
universe. And then fucking fly through their
It's
bodies,
in
bro.
Itachi's character to look at someone and put them in
Oh,
Genjutsu.
absolutely. I'm not saying that it
So
wouldn't
he
happen. It's just
glances at twice. Like let's say they're on a barren like Arizona sand, right?
mhm.
And they both look at each other and they both spawn there, both squads. League of Villains, Akatsuki. Itachi looking at all of them, they just all got Genjutsu. And they instantly start with Malice. That's
Okay,
all.
but if they instantly start with Malice, then the K immediately starts. Like the moment they spawn on the field, the K.
Does he have to he still has to go fingers, right?
No.
No, that's
Like
the
his
thing.
feet.
He touches the floor and it's game over.
But his feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So if he touches it with his feet, it's over.
pretty much, yeah.
essentially,
Okay.
yeah.
But Itachi still speed blitzes and boom, looks at him, and then Pain can fly. Also, they're not damaging Pain either way, or Konan. They fly.
Konan can fly, but again, bro, I just need you to understand.
They're
The
just
K is
gobbling
ridiculous
decay like booty ass
because
power.
Okay, bro.
it's one of the best abilities in the series, dude. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. He could take out a
Deku beat
city.
him. If Deku can beat him, if Midku can beat him,
Whoa, whoa,
Because
whoa,
Midku,
whoa.
yeah, because because
Yeah, leave
Midku,
Deku alone. The
whatever,
Deku slander. He already works for McDonald's. Leave him
Midku
alone,
had to
bro.
stay in the air the entire time.
cause
He had,
what?
Midku had to stay in the air literally the entire time, and even then, he was
Okay,
still
so
getting fucked
Pain.
up.
So you
And even
think
then,
Deku can, but so who wins? Deku or Pain?
Fair. Okay, fair. But even then, Deku still barely won, and it's for
So Pain, who's a million times smarter, ain't winning? What else we talk about?
all
Niggas
I'm
just
saying
capping,
is,
bro.
right.
You just can't, you just are in love with Shigaraki or
I'm
something.
really not.
So,
All I'm saying is they both have win cons. That's all I'm trying to say. They both have win cons. Like
okay, well, but Akatsuki got a higher chance.
fair. I don't disagree.
And by higher, I mean 99.9 to zero point 0.1.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, man.
So if Goku was blindfolded, no limbs, with the heart virus, could he beat Demon Slayer?
Yes, unironically. Yes.
So
If he
it's gonna be like Morgan. Yeah. Um.
like if he
So
just
is
did a
Mouth
key,
Blast.
if he just did a little charge like key, and their verse
Yeah.
blows
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
He charges up Key, immediately dies of the heart virus after. But they all get scared and they run away.
Now,
All
realistically,
right.
Goku, he wouldn't because he's just not a good fighter. Like in terms of insta killing, he's not. He
I
does. He
do
likes
not
charging
mean
up and doing a bunch
no
of
go ahead.
BS.
But if this Goku is blindfolded, it has a heart virus, and senses malicious intent, he's gonna do what he needs to do.
Mm.
Yeah, nah, because
Here's the
bro,
thing.
he's literally in the worst possible situation. He's afraid.
Now, the
He's
only thing
afraid.
is they have no attack vector against him because their swords aren't doing anything.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't mean to prolong this podcast any further, but my friends and I have discovered something recently, and I need to bring it up to you guys. In the most recent Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Superhero, Vegeta says, quote, Jiren wasn't that much stronger than us. He just controlled his ki better. To which Whis said, you're absolutely
Oh,
right, Vegeta. Which means Jiren is blue level, but he just has perfect ki control.
I guess that's not that crazy.
so perfect key
Perfect ki
control.
control takes him from blue level to master UI level. Just be clear.
I guess, bro.
So
Because if
now the
MUI is just
question
complete
is,
mastery of martial arts with a little dodging, feel me?
Yeah,
I
but
guess
MUI
so.
also gives you a power boost, like a major power boost.
perfect ki control Yamcha from the Saiyan saga versus Buhan.
Uh, yeah.
Oh,
No, there's too much scaling. Move on.
oh man, this is so stupid.
Perfect ki control Krillin from the Frieza saga versus Buhan.
Move on.
Perfect ki
It's not
control.
blue versus MUI isn't that big of a gap compared to Frieza Saga and Blue Saga.
I got you.
It's like
Perfect ki
hundreds of
control.
millions more powerful.
Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan. Perfect ki control versus Buhan.
I would actually
Oh, well,
disagree with you. I would actually
Super
disagree
Saiyan
with you,
2.
Max. I would actually disagree with you, Max, and I'll tell you why. And it's because perfect imperfect Ultra Instinct, like Ultra Instinct sign when he awakened that, he shook Mu, the voidless, the void world. That place is as big as the universe, and he just woke up that way. He transformed into blue, nothing happened. That's such a huge jump in power that I would say that's probably
No, but dude,
relative. That's probably relative.
Frieza Saga when he's getting blown up by Frieza with a little Frieza's powers that he doesn't use anymore. Like compared to Buu Saga where they're casually could destroy planets with like a flick of a wrist. Although I
Look
guess
at the look
Frieza
at the
could do that
wrist.
too. But yeah, anyway.
Why doesn't he do that anymore? That'd be so funny.
But look at the look at the
Imagine he
wrist.
killed Paragus that way. He fucking
Why doesn't Goku use his powers anymore?
what, like his psychic powers?
Like his actual powers.
Hey, he can't.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind reading niggas anymore. That was a good question.
Like his actual superpowers, not just being strong and big blast.
Goku is also Masada, unfortunately.
Goku can
No
teleport.
correlation.
No
Goku
correlation at
can
all. I just feel like saying
Goku
that.
can make clones. Goku can probably make clones.
Just like me for real.
Nah, but all
God,
right then.
if you could make clones, that would be horrible.
That'd be so great.
Another Christian?
I would low key wish I had twice his power. Ooh,
Why?
destroying everything easy, but also robbery, obviously.
Nigga's just a terrorist, by the way. Nigga's
Yeah,
just a
man, come on,
I
man,
terrorist.
can do that now. That's like, wait, this is gonna sound so random, right? This clip with Lil Yachty and I think Mitch is his name on the podcast, right? On their podcast. And he says, "What you doing if crime's legal for a day?" And then the co-host says, "Getting a BBL."
If crime was legal for a day, what would you do? Get a BBL. I just want to that one. If crime was legal for a day, not if you could be gay. Oh, like if crime was legal for a day. No. Let's stop and talk about your answer. I gotta probably go do crime on my BBL, bro. Like,
What? Like what?
Okay,
Like it
bro.
was stopping.
That's a
Like someone was
crime?
stopping him.
Okay, bro. I guess it's a crime for him. I
Yeah.
mean, shit.
So that's my point. You act
I
like
think it
you
just felt
need
like saying
any
that.
other powers to do a robbery. You could just do that now, gang.
Sure, but here's the thing, right? If I try to rob someone just one person, I can get my ass beat. If I rob someone 20 deep, what are they gonna do about it?
Shoot you.
They got an M4.
They're
500
spraying
deep.
you down. You gotta go at least 100.
They have
500
I'm about to say you
deep.
gotta go at least 100 deep. There you
500
go.
deep.
They have
500 deep.
They have nuclear arsenal.
I'm robbing the U.S. government. What?
You did it. I don't know why.
I thought the U.S. government would notice 500 of the same nigga robbing a bank.
Also, yeah, you're just like the same exact person. Even two, you are getting like put in a black van ASAP. If you're twice.
See, me personally, all I need is fucking time manipulation, bro. Freeze time, go into the bank, take the money out,
Nah,
come
we know
back
why you want
home.
freeze time.
Nobody will see a thing.
Hey,
I got my
yo.
money at home. Where'd the money go? No fingerprints because I froze time, nigga.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't, but I said it anyway.
Just wear gloves, to be fair.
But also, freeze time makes no sense because if you're frozen time, right? So
Yes.
let's say you're still able to move. Okay.
Yes.
So your clothes are unfrozen. Okay.
You have everything on you, on your
Okay,
person.
fine. Fair. Okay, fine. So when you try to open the door, it gets unfrozen.
Yeah. You're essentially freezing time, and everything that you touch can be moved throughout that time, throughout that frozen time. Here's the thing with
It's such BS.
here's the thing with time freezing though that no one actually thinks about. If time is frozen, that includes light. Light wouldn't be able to travel to your eyes. You would just be blind.
What if I like being blind, nigga? Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, because the photons want to be able to.
Yeah, it just stops. It just
All right, so I
stops.
take back
So use a flashlight.
stop in time. Okay,
Shut
bro.
what?
Okay, bro. Shut the hell up.
What?
Shut the hell up. Yeah, I use super speed. Super speed is fire.
Okay, super speed.
No, but super speed's only useful if you have speed force. Otherwise, you just insta die.
Okay. All right.
Because if you're running 100 miles an hour and your feet just ignite.
Yeah.
Let's
What-
just assume
what
that you're
would I
durable
like?
enough to actually do it. Let's
No, but
assume
that's what I'm saying. Speed force.
Ooh,
It protects you
just
from
get
all
Luke
that.
Cage's powers.
What?
Luke Cage is kind of fire. Luke Cage.
That's my if I chose a power realistically,
Uh-huh.
that because if I
Awesome.
get God powers, there's no point to life. But Luke Cage, you're invulnerable and you have cap level strength. So
I'm chill.
I think I'd rather be the Iron Fist. Like comic book Iron Fist specifically. He's pretty cool.
I mean, that's still valid.
Netflix Iron Fist.
I don't know why y'all hate that show so much.
Because it's
Do
so
you actually enjoy
dark.
it?
It's dark.
Like, do you
It's
Favorite
unironically
show
dark
of my
enjoy it?
childhood.
So is that a yes or a no?
Better than AOT.
All right, so that's the end of the podcast.
Almost said slurs. That's almost said slurs.
Look at the time. 2
Netflix,
hours.
It's
as I
9
made it
o'clock.
clear
Oh,
for
shit.
society, Netflix Iron Fist is better than One Piece.
That's not crazy.
It's been a
That's not
great time,
crazy.
y'all.
I know Christian agree with that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much
One
for
mid.
joining us on our podcast. It's a bit of a
Mid.
long
Episode
one today.
4, 2 hour
Episode 4.
special. Editing Max is genuinely possibly. This might not get edited. He might just end it all. So
And that's okay.
So he
You
had
don't
a
have to
good,
watch
he had
One
a good
Piece
time
at the end
today.
of the day.
What?
That's at least you don't have to watch One Piece at the end of the day.
Maro, what you say?
I said we had a great time today.
Yeah.
Christian, I'm gonna blow your shit smooth off. Stop
All right,
talking.
bro. Here goes One Piece Blazer.
Stop
All right.
talking.
His
Not-
favorite
not
character is
true, not
Sanji,
straight.
by the way.
And what if it was? It's not. But what if it was?
Okay.
All right. Peace out.
Peace
Podcast.
out.
Thank you all for watching Smikle Boys episode 4
Peace.
podcast. Stay tuned. Coming month from now and over the summer, especially vlogs, and coming very, very soon, first in-person pod, that would be amazing. So yeah,
Yup, that's gonna be
I know
great.
y'all here for me, so thanks for coming, of course. Type
no
shit.
one is here for you, gang.